Hello, Hamish here from mortgagesonline.co.nz. I've got Dev Sandhu with me today. Sat Sri Akal, Paji.
Sat Sri Akal. Hello, everyone.
We are talking, we've got some
Tips.
We've got some tips for switching banks, refinancing tips. I've got three of them actually, Dev.
Yeah, so we're going to discuss what your options would be, except the cashback is not the main thing. So you can also consider a few other options, which is very vital. The first is shortening your mortgage term.
Exactly, yeah. So sometimes if you have got a 30-year term and then 3 years later you refinance, you might switch it again to 30 years and then again to 30 years. At some point you might actually go, you know what, maybe let's set it at a 27-year term this time around, So that could be a thing to think about, is shortening the term. But surprisingly, the second tip we're going to talk about is
lengthening the term.
Is extending the term. So in certain cases, you might actually find that, let's say, what's a good example why you would need to extend the term on a refinance?
It's mainly your future goals, what your future goals are and what you're thinking in future. Maybe investments, retirement plans, depend upon. This is just a generic information, so your situation. And yeah, future.
You know about babies?
Of course.
You've just gone through a bit of that?
Yeah, so the extending term is basically your future goals in case if you're planning for future and you may be going down to one income, right?
Correct. Or you'd be expected to do a lot more babysitting.
Yeah, and there could be unexpected expenses coming up within the 1 year or 2 years. You never know.
Third tip.
Hedging the mortgage terms.
Yes, so you don't have to fix everything on one tranche. You could actually go, you know what, on this time around I might do some for 1, some for 5. You get the idea.
Yeah, and again, it depends upon some people may be expecting some bonuses or pay rises, so you want to make sure that there's...
I totally forgot to mention one thing.
What is it?
This is very general advice, right? For specialist advice, contact us or your own advisor, right? Yeah. If you have one, a good one. So, look, these are your three tips, right? So there are other ones. This is all we've got time for on this little clip, but there are other tips, right, Dev?
Yeah, which is as a mortgage advisors, we have a good overview what bank products are available to align with your needs and goals.
Because each, even revolving credits, can be different between banks. Some have offset home loans, and
some have non-reducing limits, some have reducing limits. So call us to find out what's best for you.
And thank you for listening.
See ya.